What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Czar. I have some MLB picks for you guys, but first off, I want to tell you guys about Elite Picks. It's a company that I'm working with. They offer a $200 plan per month to get the picks. So, for example, when NHL, NFL, and NBA get started up again, you're going to get all of those picks, including MLB and including some UFC picks as well. So if you are interested and you just want to give it a free trial, they are offering a free trial. All you have to do is deposit $25 via Bet Online. I will attach the link. All you have to do is send a screenshot with some proof over, and then basically we'll get you set up. Just send me an email, and then we'll get you going from there. Besides that, if you just want to have some fun, you just want to tail some picks or fade some picks, we do have a Discord as well. So basically, I will have that link attached as well, but we'll have some free picks. So, for example, since it's just baseball, we might tell you, but like, hey, Reds via DraftKings is at -115, and everywhere else has it at 130 or something like that. So we'll try to line shop for you guys. So it's up to you if you want to tailor fade that. And then also, if you notice a tool that I'm using today, you're like, hey, what is that? It has a lot of trends, player props, streaks, for example, or again, just with line shopping purposes. It's called Outlier. So if you do like it, they are offering a 7-day free trial. Again, I will attach that link in the description. But if you want to try it, you just hit the link and you get signed up. And basically, again, you're going to get it for a week. If you like it, you renew the subscription. If not, hey, it was fun, or whatever you didn't like about it, but at least you got to use it for free to kind of see what it was about. So for today's picks, we have 4 in total. First up, I took the Braves. I don't think they can get swept here. I was shocked they lost today's game with Chris Sale on the bump. But again, shout out to AJ Minter. Sold the game for us. We really appreciate you. I don't know what the hell that was about, but I don't think it happens tomorrow. I know Charlie Morton's not a Chris Sale. I just don't think the Braves can get swept. I know you're missing Acuna, but I mean, the Braves, you got to get it done for us. But again, they sold me today, so I'm not too happy about it. For -140, that's going to be at Bet365. That's going to be the best line right now. And so again, I'm in California, so that's at 11:44 p.m. So this line could move by morning time. The highest one's going to be ESPN Bet, and that's at 155. So currently, Bet365 is going to have the best odds for you. Besides that, I also took the Orioles. So you're going to have the Orioles taking on the Blue Jays. I think the Orioles are going to want to sustain that first place and kind of hold that home field advantage going into the playoffs. We have the battle of the Twins, so you're going to have Dean Creamer taking on Kevin Gausman. I backed Gausman a couple of times this year. He let me down. He's definitely not what he was in the past. Not Cy Young material this year. He's definitely not bad, but if you're wondering, like, neither is Dean. He's not that great. I agree. However, I think when you add in just the offensive lineups, Baltimore's head and shoulders above Toronto. I don't even think it's a comparison. So I just think Baltimore gets this done. It's a division game. They're going to wake up in the morning for this game. For the third pick, I took the Cardinals over the Rays. The Rays were, I wouldn't call them full-on sellers, but they definitely weren't buyers at that trade deadline, which means they're pretty much mailing it in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and take St. Louis. If you don't remember, a couple months ago, a lot of people were unhappy with, or the fans were unhappy with the Cardinals because they're not used to losing. So they turned it around out of nowhere. They were buyers at the trade deadline. I think that's a lot of stuff you got to take into consideration. For example, they made that deal with Eric Fetty, Kyle Gibson being an off-season signing that has worked out wonderfully. I loved him in Baltimore, and he's translated well in St. Louis. So I'm going to trust Gibson here. He's at -125 on the money line for the Cardinals. Those are going to be the best odds, and that's going to be at DraftKings. Highest odds are going to be via Fanduel, and that's going to be at -132. So again, I'm going to back the Cardinals here. But again, just a light sprinkle, nothing too crazy. And then we have the Phillies taking on the Diamondbacks. This one was tough. I got to be honest, this one was tough. I went ahead and I took the Diamondbacks. I don't know what is going on with Jordan Montgomery. I really don't. I really thought after the great year he had last year, he was going to be able to translate that basically to any team going into this year. But like we saw with Blake Snell, when you wait a long time to sign that deal, and you're not getting that off-season training, you're not getting familiar with that new team, that new coaching staff, and especially, the coaching staff. I can't stress that enough. Maybe the philosophy of what pitches you're using, at what times, and how you're using it can affect you. So he has struggled, but I'm going to trust Jordan Montgomery over, I think Philly is going with someone named, I think his name's Kevin Allard. I don't know. He's only had 2 appearances this year. I think it's probably a bit of a bullpen game. Like, he's more of like an opener. But again, I'm going to trust Montgomery here. I'm going to trust the Diamondbacks. They're at negative 104 odds, which I think is great. That's going to be at Fanduel. Your highest one is going to be at Bet365 at 115. So again, this is the night before. I do think this line moves. I wouldn't be surprised if we woke up in the morning and Arizona's at a favorite role. But again, I think this is a case of maybe the Phillies being favorites on the road slightly at 105 because of what they just did. Specifically Schwarber with all those RBIs and those home runs. So I'm going to buy into the Diamondbacks. I think it's a letdown spot for the Phillies, and I'm just going to trust that the Diamondbacks get this done. And like I said, guys, if you are interested in anything, I'm going to attach all of those links. Just good luck, you guys. I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday. I got a bit busy with schooling and whatnot. So again, we will be posting more consistently every night, so just stay tuned. Subscribe, like the video, comment, if you agree or don't agree with the picks. And as always, I will see you guys next time.